What up, y'all? So I am back again with Elemental Shaman. I really liked the first run of games I did with this deck, so I'm back at it real quick again. Two changes. I took out one Crackling Cloudstrider and one Hex. I really liked having Hex as a little backup. Kind of helps against like Egglock and just other problematic minions, but not playing Muradin's Last Stand just felt wrong, so I want to test with this and see if it makes much of a difference. I think it's going to obviously help with the card advantage, make sure I have a steady stream of elementals. But otherwise, yeah, the deck's all the same, and really, really love this build. It's a lot of tempo. If you want to see more about specific card choices and things like that, check out the first part of this video series. But for the most part, it's just aggressive, it's tempo-oriented. It's got good finishes with some burn spells or pump spells for elementals. Just pretty much everything you're looking for in an aggressive deck, and I think it's kind of what the kind of thing that's good in this current metagame with the new Cataclysm standard rotation. Because it seems like pretty much every deck that you play right now in standard has to be explosive to a certain point. If it isn't, then it can't catch up to the decks that are explosive. Because, I mean, I mention it a lot, but you take something like Imbue Druid into account, and even if you can hold them off and slow them down, you need to do something that's stronger than how they're going to respond. And so, you know, this seems to have that potential. I'm not sure if it's fully there. I think, yeah, the only thing I lost to was Death Knight, and part of that was misplays, but just went 5-0 before that loss. So, I think this is great, actually. Yeah, the card advantage in this is surprisingly good because Living Flame gets you stuff. Flight of the Firehawk is obviously a great card. Volcanic Thrasher, always amazing. That's always a keep, in my opinion, for every mulligan. And this guy's amazing for tempo. So, yeah, I think we want to be as aggressive as possible since we have both of the Vapors. And this guy's surprisingly good in this deck. I wasn't a huge fan of this at first because I know some Herald Shaman builds are playing this. And this is essentially a Herald Shaman deck, just elemental specific. But this guy does some serious work in this deck. You can spam the board very easily. Alright, swing in for 5. And this is actually also why I wanted to try Last Stand, is because the deck list was too tight originally to fit it in there, and I figured let's just try it. Seems like there's a lot of good potential here. But the amount of minions you can throw out there, I mean, there's 6 1-drops in the deck, a bunch of 2-drops, and Ritual of Power gives you little 1/1 elementals, so might as well try to take advantage of that. Alright, well, looky here. So we'll take 8 on turn 3. This is what I'm talking about right here. Interesting to see Aura Paladin. I haven't seen this deck very much lately, so kind of cool to see it in action. Surprisingly, one of the only times that this guy doesn't just do serious work on turn 4. A lot of times this is a great way just to hold things off, because at the very least, you know, people will play things and be like, okay, I'll attack back, or, you know, it might incentivize me to attack their minions. But in this case, yeah, not so good. Let's see what I can do, though, here. I think... You know what, actually, I think I am still going to do it, because I do this, and then I do Sizzling Cinder. They take 2 to the face. Yeah, let's run it. I don't get to cast Muradin's Last Stand here, but I think it's okay. Go to 1. Very nice.
timeless, but your time is up.
Okay, pretty good card there. But bonk. Yeah, I love Lava Flow. It's such a good card. So Aura Paladin has been knocked out 1-0. I'm really hoping I can replicate the success of the last run of games, because going 5-0 was not expected. I figured it, maybe 3-2, but there's a lot more power in this than I had originally anticipated. So. This hand looks like Lava Flow double Flight of the Firehawk, I think? Oh my god, that's awful. I don't know that I can justify keeping any of these. Although Flight of the Firehawk is very good, I think you need to have some early aggression, otherwise it's kind of difficult to... Yeah, you can't really pick up momentum if you start playing stuff on turn 3 or so. I almost want to keep one Flight of the Firehawk. If I draw other 3+ cost spells, then it's real bad. I mean, it gives me 1 extra shot. I guess, well... Yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna chance it here, but this is against my better judgment. I think normally I would throw away that Flight, but... my gut is telling me, yeah, okay, alright, that's fair. Wow, okay, well this is kind of a rough hand, but we've got options. We can throw this guy out there on turn 3 with a Flight of the Firehawk on him, and that's reasonable, but I'm really hoping we draw a 1 or a 2 drop this coming turn. Okay. I mean, I guess. Let's see if it matters. Well, they're definitely doing things.
Elune, bring guidance.
Okay, those are decent draws. And Volcanic Thrasher will trigger. I kind of like this, actually. I don't love having to throw the Wailing Vapor out there. Perfect. Lava Flow is the best possible thing to draw off this guy. Because now this deals 12 damage for 3 mana. It's just insane. Yeah, surprisingly, the worst draw off of this is Flight of the Firehawk, which is still a great card. It just doesn't get the spell damage bonus, so totally cool. I'm very tempted to Lava Flow here. It'll take out their guy, 8 to their face. I can swing for 4. Maybe Slagclaw is a little better. Yeah, we're going to Slagclaw. I think, yeah, that one is bigger. And fun fact, this will trigger the Sizzling Cinder abilities on other ones, even more than just the 2 that it summons. So if you have others out there, it does trigger. Sometimes that is relevant. I think I've only done it once, but hey, damage is damage. If I can follow up with another Slagclaw, then I can deal 8 off of that one, assuming these live, and that would be amazing. I think this is going to become my pet deck in Standard, because it's good, but I don't think it's broken enough that there will be any nerfs. I do get this feeling that some of the cards in Imbue Druid will be nerfed at some point. They're very good, and there's just so much synergy that it's hard to think that Blizzard is not going to do anything to counteract that, because you definitely don't want one oppressive deck in the metagame. I don't think it's at that point completely yet, but I think as time goes on, the data's probably going to show that Imbue Druid is just head and shoulders above everything else. Because so far it looks like it's very good, but the data hasn't... I mean, we've only got a couple of days of data. I think we're like 3 or 4 days since the rotation. So once the data is all in, then things might change in terms of how the metagame looks. Alright, and then take another 8 damage. Well, bummer for them. I didn't even get to play the Lava Flow yet.
Greetings, outsider.
Hello. Yeah, Lava Flow is insane. Alright, so 2-0. I'm not sure if... Because that's one of the hard things sometimes when you're playing on the ladders. Sometimes someone just gets distracted and then they put down their phone. Like I've known so many people that play on mobile, and you put down your phone and then you get distracted by something and you're like, oh crap, I was playing, and you're like, oh, well, I lost that game. So it's hard to say if that's what happened or if your opponent's just like, I'm not doing this, I'm out. Like, I've definitely done that before years ago where I would be playing, and this was before I had a good understanding of, you know, current metagames, and I'd be playing against somebody and they do something so busted, and I was just like, what? I was like, what do I even do against this? It's like, this is nonsense, and I just like exit out of the app, swipe up, and so you never know if someone's rage quitting or if they got distracted. So I don't know how to take those wins where your opponent leaves. I usually take them with a pretty big grain of salt, but that did seem like I had a pretty good presence on the board. This is a great hand. I'm totally cool with this. And I think there's enough card advantage in this deck that it doesn't matter if you just keep a bunch of low-cost cards in the beginning. You don't need to seek out any card advantage in your opening hand, because these guys create such advantage just by creating cards themselves on the board. And there's, what... Ritual of Power makes a card, Living Flame draws a card, Flight of the Firehawk, Volcanic Thrasher, Envoy of the End makes a dude, Slagclaw makes dudes, and then Muradin's Last Stand draws you 2 cards. It's like the card advantage will come. So I never really worry about that with opening hands. If anything, I'm more concerned about having too much card advantage in my opening hand and not enough things to do in the early turns. Kind of like the way that last game started, which thankfully still ended up okay.
Greetings, outsider.
Okay, so it is Imbue Druid, and they didn't do anything, so we'll see. I think this deck is fast enough, especially considering this hand. I think it's fast enough to be able to give them some trouble. So hopefully I can outrace them. But Imbue Druid is, I mean, very powerful. The amount of synergy with all their cards is just baffling. Oh, that's an interesting choice. I'm tempted to smack one of those guys. Because I know they do have the other piece of Wildwood Circle, which will make these guys summon 2/2s. Yeah, what am I going to do next turn? I think next turn I'm going to go Sentinel and Flame Elemental, probably. Maybe Flight of the Firehawk, but I think if I draw a Chillspine Stegodon, I want to make sure I have Kindred. So let's do this. Yeah, it's tough sometimes to justify Flight of the Firehawk on 3 because the tempo of Chillspine is so crazy. Okay, they still got to it. That's fair. Alright, making 3/3s. I think I'm gonna do this. This isn't the craziest start for me. Fire Breath would actually make this way better, because whenever you go wide, it is really great to be able to pump all your minions, since it gives elementals +1/+1. We'll see what they do here. They're already making 3/3s with their hero power, so it could get a little crazy soon. Oh wow, yeah, Flipper Friends is a card. Well, it definitely says something if they're using their resources to kill my minions. Putting them on the defense is great. That means they don't have as much time to go on offense and do crazy things. I'm tempted to Flight of the Firehawk, but I think continuing the aggression is probably good. They don't really have a way to clear the board. They've got a couple damage spells. They could discover into something that deals damage, but I don't think I have to worry about anything like Lightning Strike or Holy Nova, you know, cards like that. Yeah, let's see what we draw. This could... Ooh, that's good. Alright, that's very good. And then just to make sure we have Kindred for next turn. So now even if they play minions, this guy's going to do some serious work, and being a 4-mana 5/6 is just awesome. I could play Slagclaw depending on what they do, but I think Chillspine's probably going to give me really good tempo.
Must have slept in.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got a Chameleon also? They do. Alright, not super concerned about that, because we go like this, and we go like this. Yeah, freezing is actually very effective against Imbue Druid. Because if you can slow them down, I mean, they can't do a lot in the same turn. They have to play the guys or summon them with their hero power and then attack with them. They've only got 2 chameleons to be able to give something rush. So whenever you can freeze their guys, it does give you a significant amount of tempo boost. I have thought about playing Glacial Shard in this deck, the 1-mana 2/1 that freezes a character. But, I mean, maybe it's better than Firefly, but I like having Firefly as, it gives, Wailing Vapor, an extra minion that can pump it, as well as, just gives you an extra guy, so sometimes you can hold on to, like, one of the flames, so that you can activate Kindred for a future turn. Sometimes it's just good to have stuff like that, and it does let you go wider for Fire Breath. So, yeah, at some point I'll probably test Glacial Shard. Definitely a good card, but unsure how necessary it is. Do they have their other chameleon? Oh, they've got that. Okay. That is fair. Pretty good card. Well, yes, please. 0 mana draw 2. I'll take that. Whoo! Fire Breath is great. So let's see, I've got 12. Yeah, they're just dead. Yeah, that was awesome. Successfully raced them. Like I said, I think the freezing was great tempo. That helped a lot on, what, turn 4, whenever that was? Yeah, I'm really thinking strongly about Glacial Shard, but justifying the spot is a little tough. Sizzling Cinder is surprisingly good in this. It's got a little synergy, like I mentioned before with Slagclaw, just getting other ones to be able to trigger. But also it helps in some of the matchups like Tol'Vir Hunter, where you just gotta try and get rid of as many guys on their board as possible. Speak of the devil. Okay, here's a Hunter.
If you run now, you may live.
Your time ends now.
Ooh, not a good draw here. We're gonna get rid of all of this. Show me 1-drops. Okay, I'll take a 2. That's fine. Ritual of Power also pretty strong. Whoo, great draw. Alright, let's see if they are, in fact, Tol'Vir Hunter. That is my suspicion. Most of the Hunter decks, yeah, that looks like it. I don't know if Dragon Hunter plays Wound Prey, so that makes a lot of sense, I guess. Ritual of Power could be it. I think Living Flame might be better, because that does give me... Like, Lava Flow's decent against them, because they will generally spam the board with a bunch of minions.
What pretty petals!
Okay, I guess they are Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Hunter. That's surprising. Sure, I guess they play Wound Prey. In that case, let's do this.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, good tempo there. I like that. Yeah, Petal Peddler can be a problem. Not like it used to be in the old format. I think Petal Peddler's a little bit less powerful with the just insane stuff that we've got in this metagame. But still, if left alone, can be very powerful. That one discovers a spell, so I guess I'm not super concerned there. I could go Fire Breath, like a Breezling and a Fire Breath. It is some tempo.
Such choices.
And you know what? It does get it makes my guys a little bit more, a little bit better against something like Bursting Shot. So let's No, that's not what I was trying to do. This is what I was trying to do. Yeah, I don't love using the 4 damage part there, but it makes sure I don't have to worry about the attack back. So, looking good. So yeah, Bursting Shot kills 2 of my guys now instead of 3 of them. So, it's a little bit better.
Sisters, my arrows go
Or that.
down.
Okay, that'll do it. That's unfortunate. With a secret. Okay. Let's start with this, I guess. Okay, no secret activated.
You dare stand against the wind?
I'll handle this.
That's a good card, okay. They got that off of, wow, they got that off the carrier well. Very lucky. So, question here is this going to be, what is it, Explosive Trap or whatever deals 2 damage to my minions? I think I'm going to Chillspine Stegodon, but I really got to figure out what this secret is. So I guess we do... Let's do this. Okay, so it's not Freezing Trap then, so it's...
Time is short.
I think Freezing Trap is attacking anything. So we're going to do... Okay. Sure. Ooh, spell damage. That's good. So this deals 9 now, which is awesome. We'll see if it works. Yeah, what is that secret then? I think HS Tracker is tripping because I don't think it's Explosive or Freezing Trap. I'm sorry, what? Deals damage equal to this minion's attack. Okay, pretty good. And that hit my Stegodon. So I have 6 attack here plus Fire Breath, I think.
Such choices.
Okay, unfortunate, but that's fine. What do we get? Another Lava Flow.
Wind's power unleashed!
The cyclone's fury. Time is short.
I guess we'll do this. Yeah, it'll hit their face. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 3. Perfect. Alright, 4-0. Doing pretty well. Yeah, I butchered a situation like that against Death Knight the last time I was playing. I was like, okay, so if I do this and then this, then their hero will have the lowest health of all the enemies, and I just ended up doing that completely wrong, and I was like, well, shoot. And then they came back from like 2, what were they at? They were at like 7 life, 6 life, something like that. It was just, yeah, it was very embarrassing. But you know what? Misplays happen. That's a part of the game, and if you don't misplay, then it must be good being a liar, because everybody does. I've seen it happen on the Blizzard Pro Tour and everything. So such is life. Just got to learn from it and move on. Ooh, okay. Looks like Hearthstone tracker crashed. Fun. Yeah, tracker's been having a tough time lately. Ah, we're back. Good.
Lady Vash versus Valera.
I'll make my own. Your time ends now.
I normally don't like keeping Fire Breath in my hand. You might be able to justify it sometimes, but like there is a situation like I could draw, especially since I have the coin, if I draw a 1-drop and a 2-drop, then I could go like turn 1, 2 guys, turn 2, a guy, turn 3, Fire Breath. It's not great by any means, but it is a lot of pressure. But I don't think I like that line of play very much. Especially considering, you know, Rogue has damage spells. There's Eventuality and whatever the Herald spell is that deals 3 damage, so... Okay, I really hope they didn't take Lava Flow. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, no point in coining out the other Flame Elemental. Seems a little silly.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Foxy Fraud into Flashback. Makes sense. Wow, getting 2 3s? That's pretty good. What are the odds of getting the same minion off a Flashback? Seems so low. Okay, yeah, that's not great. That's definitely not great for me.
You dare stand against the wind?
I think I gotta do this. Yeah, having this curve Stegodon into Slagclaw is really great. One of my favorites. Just have to make sure I play an elemental on 3. Okay, I mean, yeah, twist my arm. I mean, shoot. So Lava Claw does seem nice because we're clearing out the board. I could Lava Claw coin Flame Elemental. It seems a little looser because I really like the 3, 4, 5 starting with this guy through the others.
Such choices.
Indeed, such choices. Yeah, we're going to run it because, I mean, this is essentially the curve the deck is built around. Ah! I was really hoping for a Lava Flow there.
You dare stand against the wind?
Okay. That's quite a few dudes. Yeah, every now and then I'm like, I kind of wish I played Lightning Strike, but it's hard to justify that. I mean, yeah, this isn't a huge threat. It's annoying, if anything. It is kind of cool that if you take something that heralds from your opponent, if it's a different class, it still heralds your own colossal minions, soldiers. Plus a secret, okay. Sure, I guess that works. Let's see, is this a freezing trap? I'm kind of okay with that. I get to draw another spell off this guy. I mean, 6 is a little overcost for him, but it's still some decent value later.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Are you a fan of knives?
Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, see, I was thinking this was Volcanic Thrasher. Duh. It's not going to draw me a card. It's going to deal more damage to minions, which seems okay. This is a little bit of a tough spot, because Opoo here is not great.
Time is short.
I think we go Lava Flow, Coin Opoo. Or, Chillspine, not Opoo. Hitting Opoo. Yeah, that's a way better position. I like that.
Death itself draws near.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on me here. Volcanic Thrasher could get Lava Flow, which would deal 4 damage to the 3 lowest health, so that would take out these 3 guys. Nope. Okay. Is this tripping? Do I? Yeah, I do have a Lava Flow in there still.
Time is short.
Okay, so yeah, I don't love this. It's possible maybe Flight of the Firehawk was the play, but I think that was leaving too much on the board for them.
I will transcend this world. I will transcend this world.
Well, I haven't heralded very many times, so Alec here is a little bad. Okay, so they get the Herald twice. Yay! That was rough.
Winds of the south, come to my aid!
All right. Well, not much I can do about this. I mean, there's potentially a couple plays I could have made differently here, but I think for the most part they've had some pretty solid plays, some good luck when it comes to the soldiers. Just overall doing really well. Shoot.
Such choices.
I'm not sure what would really make much difference here.
Death itself draws near.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, either way, we're pretty much just dead here. That's the way it goes. So we're going to finish this one 4-1. But yeah, Herald's Rogue is turning out to be a little better than originally anticipated. Seemed like it had some potential, but at first it was just not the greatest. So, wow, they took a Slagclaw earlier and used it to kill me. That's all right. Well done. Game respects game. Okay. Shoot. But yeah, I think this deck is still pretty solid. Muradin's Last Stand, great in this. I don't know that I missed the Cloudstrider very much. Hex. Thing is, in the last round of games, I didn't even use Hex that much, so I'm not sure if I miss it really at all. It's nice to have. It's a good backup at least, but it's a 1 out of 30 cards. I think if I were to change any cards, maybe Fire Breath is a singleton. It can be pretty powerful sometimes, but I do also wonder how Glacial Shard is going to be in this, so maybe, I mean, if I'm playing Glacial Shard, then you definitely want 2 Fire Breath, because then you're really heavy on the low-cost minions. I'm still a little unsure also about Alakir. I don't think it's very good. It's possible playing the OG Alakir with the Wind Fury charge guy could be better than this. Because there was one time where I played Alakir and I got like 2 6-cost minions. They cost 1 after the ability, so then it did end up affecting the game state. So there is some value there, but I get the feeling I just want to finish people off faster, and so maybe the charge version is better. Past that, you know, hard to say what direction to go from here. I'm going to do some thinking, probably play some more games just with this version even, and kind of see where it leads me. But yeah, 5-1 and 4-1 are pretty good starting records for first 2 times playing this deck. So check out the other videos on the channel, guys. Got lots and lots of Cataclysm Standard. Been trying to play this and get in here and understand how the meta's evolving in the first couple of days of the format. Really just trying to put myself into the arena, because things are changing essentially day by day. It seems like the metagame is definitely shifting with just about every 12 to 24 hours, depending on, you know, what the data is showing and what's easy to get and easy to play. So, but for the most part, Imbue Druid, Tol'vir Hunter, and I think Herald Shaman as well. I think those 3 are probably like the top 3 decks in the format. I'm hoping Elemental Shaman can kind of push its way into something like that, because I really like the power level of this deck. I think there's maybe a piece or 2 missing. Just gotta, I mean, could be about how you play it as well. Maybe I'm not completely optimized in the mulligans as well, because it is a new deck for me. But yeah, that's enough blabbing. Appreciate you guys watching. If you're already following, big thank you. Don't forget to like and comment and follow and all that fun stuff that I hate asking for, but you know what? It makes a huge difference. So big thank you if you do. And I respond to every comment. So if you want to be nice, you want to be mean, I don't care. Holler at me. Peace and love, guys.